Crash up here. Not even lost lap. 2.9. Top 10 finish, points back. Hooray. Top 10. Get in. Diesel crash. Action's on. Ninth place. Nobody catching. They're gonna die. They're all on the same fucking split. Bosh in a second. 7. There's Peterborough. 8, 9, 8. Right, well, I'll see if this is working or not. Hopefully streaming on YouTube for the first time. Look at me sign behind us. Loving it. Just getting that as a bit of a present for the streaming purposes. Hope you can read it okay. There's nothing to do with vacuum cleaners. So here we are at the Nordschleife again. This time we're in the Quantum of Solace motor. It's slow as anything. It's weird to drive. The people are idiots, but we'll see if we can battle through and not get killed. That's the main thing. Survival is the name of the game here. It's weird. Oh, Brett, I'm pleased you can see us. Alright, I don't exactly know what the score is here. Probably you can give us a shout. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can fix this before we start it off. I don't know how I'm going to alter this, like scale the window. There we go to window. I think that's it there. Video capture. Put that on the top. And that'll show us there. I think that's it. You can probably tell us if that's right or not. Should be. There or thereabouts anyway. But, let's get that back down. And that should be okay, I think. Well, what we'll do is we'll go through this race anyway. As I said on there, survival is the name of the game for this one, folks. I hope you enjoy the race when we're in. Let's have a little bit of practice. We'll go through the drivers as we see them. I think we're going to be in the second stream, the second split, sorry. It'll tell us up here to join the race in a minute. But as you can see down here, you've got the faster drivers in split 1, those there, and everybody with a 2 in front we should be racing alongside, I would have thought, something like that. So there's a few in there. I think that should be right. Yay, Brett, thanks very much, man. Thanks for the help, mate. I actually got a 9th place. I finished the race. I couldn't believe it. I don't know what was best, the 9th place or just actually getting across the line. It was just nuts, like. So yeah, enjoyed it. So yeah, we're getting the hang of this now. These are the first couple of races on this week. We've been quite successful in the last few weeks on the Nordschleife, taking us way beyond what we've ever been before, which is beyond the 2k mark. And what I found is the hard bit is staying at 2k. Is it harder to stay at 2k or is it harder to get to 2k? That's the thing. And I'm of the opinion now it's harder to stay at 2k because without the Nordschleife, really you cannot really fill your pockets. That's what I'm doing at the moment anyway. I did get up to 2,350 or whatever it was, but then just it goes in waves of real losers just crashing into people. So hopefully we're getting to the end of that spell, and what we're going to do now is we're going to just take our time, let them mess about. If they look like they're going to be a bit dodgy, and Jim will help us with the commentary on the top of that. Hopefully you can hear that. And then sorry, I'm just reading what somebody who knows a damn sight more about this than me does. Right. Brett's one of the faster guys on here, and he's basically just saying that the 1s and 2s have not a lot of relation to the splits. I think they do a certain point. I mean, it's a guideline. I think I've seen before. It tends to be, for me anyway, it's a guideline. I know nothing in comparison to some of these guys on here. I'm just here for the frills and spills. Mainly the spills at the minute. It's and one of the reasons I'm trying to start streaming is to stop swearing. Right. Oh, there's somebody on there. Mata Almani, 375 ping. That's going to get you crushed. Definitely. Oh, I'm going to have to watch out for him. 783 ping. Oh, it's gone off. I think his computer's exploded. But yeah, so my whole plan is it's just been getting his eye rate, blood pressure up and everything. Just stupidity. I can't handle it now. Obviously, those of you who know us personally know I've got this issue with the strokes and everything that I've had, and the diagnosis of the vascular dementia, which I'm trying to fight in all cases. This is why I'm on here, trying to keep your reactions up and everything like that. And at the moment, I'm looking all right in comparison to what I've told I should be. But yeah, so what we're going to do is calm down, Stephen. right? Because these people are just winding me up. I'm sure they're doing it on purpose. They must see my car and go, do you know what? Let's wind him up because he's got a bit of an issue. So yeah, if I can get on streaming, which I want to do, and I'm going to get as much help as I can, it should calm us down in situations where you just get fools. You're going to get fools in this. It tends to be this bend here. You see that on the screen there now? This bend and the couple before. People will just not let. And instead of protecting the points that they've earned through the last 3 laps, they'll just crash anybody out. So we'll see exactly what we're going to do. And we're starting to accrue in more points. 62 points on the last race. So that's all right. That'll get us back into the 2K, which it has. And now it's just a case of building again. So yeah, those of you who haven't seen this before, yeah, this is iRacing. This is your mate Steve, and this is what I do now. This takes up a lot of my time, and you get good at it. You don't get as good as some people at it, but different cars, different races, different tracks. You know, this Nordschleifer at the moment. I never used to be any good at this at all. I used to hate it. I used to think, what does anybody race round a road that looks like it takes you to the Lake District do? But now, oh, it's just the business. It's not one of those though that you can actually race and overtake like a normal track. And I think that's what a lot of the lesser drivers tend to do. I'm saying lesser drivers. I shouldn't really say that, should I? But the newer drivers maybe tend to do. They tend to use it as like a racetrack, and it can't be used like that. You've got to be very, very careful as to how you do it, I suppose. Let's just read what Brett's saying, because he's chipping in and he knows a hell of a lot more than I am. Yeah, so the numbers are only relevant on the server. Right, I thought it was for the race itself, for the splits. So 3 minutes time, we're going to go on to the race itself, and then you'll see it comes up here somewhere where it says race, and then it'll decide which people go into which split. So yeah, the faster guys will go into the top split. It's all based, I think, on your iRating. So that's exactly how it works on there. Yeah, Brett's saying he overtakes all the time. You can't overtake it. I'm not saying you can't overtake. I overtake as well. But the issue is some people overtake and they think it's just like a normal racetrack, which I suppose in a way it is, but it isn't. A lot of the corners, as you'll see if you've only watched me on here once before, a lot of the corners on here you wouldn't normally get the undulations and the lefts and rights in quick succession that you do get on here. And I'm enjoying it now, but some people don't enjoy it first few times they're on. It's an absolute nightmare. And as I say, it gets you better and makes you a better driver. Certainly if you're better on this, you're better on a lot of other tracks. So yeah. Yeah, as Brett says, there's bank corners on this. There's corners that bank the wrong way. The bumps. Some of the curbs are ridiculous. You'll get on this that you get on, I don't think, any other track, is the carousel, where it just dips down to 45 degrees or whatever it is, 30 degrees. And you've got to get in at the right time, get enough speed into it and out the other side. As I say, if you've never raced on anything like that, get the experience. I've just been speaking actually to a couple of friends of mine who I started out racing about 2-3 years back on Xbox with a band of people called BOA, which was a bunch of amateurs basically, and we all raced on Xbox. It was on Assetto Corsa Competizione, but what you'll find is on here iRacing is just taking that over something rotten. Sold my car to get myself a PC, and it is the business. Um, and you've got to drive this realistically. ACC, it can be a simulator, but it is, in comparison to this, I think more arcadey. But people would argue the likes of Jardier is a sim. It is, but I find on this here on iRacing, you can catch a car if you get a drift or something like that on. You can catch it. With ACC, I found that if you went into a drift on a corner or something like that, that was it. You were lost it. Like you especially in the rain or something, and you would just lose it completely. So we're just loading up the game there now. We're going to get into it. We'll have a couple of minutes of practice, which we never normally bother with because we know the track by now, and it's just a case of just getting the car right, making sure that when you go into the pits you're not filling with fuel and putting new tyres on if you do have a crash or something. So we'll get all that organised. A bit of housekeeping, and what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get a big tablet or another big screen so I can see what Brett's writing on here, because my eyesight is shit. So hang on. Yeah, AC has ABS problems. It has problems with the grip. I think it just slides far too much. Um, but I used to enjoy it, mind. Racing with the lads on there. But as I was saying before, I've just been in touch with a few of the lads who have just started getting onto iRacing. Binky and a lot of the lads from Holland and things like that. So I'm looking forward to meeting up with them, Gallia and all the likes of them, Lorenzo Gallia. And seeing if we can get a race alongside each other. They've just started, so obviously they are rating in races. They may not be racing with myself until the I rating gets up, because you tend to be matched with people around about the same type of I rating. And yeah, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it at the moment. Anybody who sort of sees this later on, I might not be very good at talking once the flag goes down, because concentration on this is ultimate for me. With head issues and stuff like that, and but we will be enjoying it. So on here we've got the warm up, which you can go into that. It gives you 4 minutes or 5 minutes. It's actually 4 or 5 minutes on it. It comes on where you can actually have a bit of practice beforehand. It doesn't warm the tyres or anything for the race. That's down to you when you grid up. So let's have a look on here. We'll go at the top and see who we're paired with. We're in position 10 in the grid. Now, you can, if you want, start from the pits. If you think all these here are going to crash into you and stuff like that, you can start from the pits if you wanted to. However, most of the time, if you think to yourself, I tend to cut off a line. If it's top 14, top 15, I'll start on the grid. If it's down in the 20s or something like that, then it's worth foregoing 6 or 7 places, because they will create carnage and you'll get those back up just to keep your safety rating. So basically what you've got to look at is your safety rating and your I rating as well. So there's 2 things you've got to try and get up all the time. The ideal scenario is you get green for your I rating and you get green for your safety rating. And not very often that happens with the likes of this, especially with it being a free car as well. That's probably another reason why you're getting a lot of carnage on here, because the car itself, you don't have to pay for this car. You get it as part of the package when you sign up to it. But you find you get more aggro with freer cars. You tend to get not a better class of driver when you're getting the cars that you have to pay for. It just, I don't know, they just tend to spend more time on it, and there tends to be more etiquette with the guys who spend fortunes on the game. A lot of people will say, a guy said this morning, and I was raging, a guy says, it's just a game. What? So I was away again. It's just a game, man. So that type of attitude causes problems. I think anyway. You know, I could be wrong. I take it too seriously myself, to be honest. But yeah, but you get some really nice people on here. You get some idiots as well. Next week, so change your car on here for next week. And the worry is that from Tuesday onwards, you get all the kids in from off school, and they tend to bring across with them that just the console ethos, where they'll just crash into people. They're not really that bothered about it, some of them, and they'll just crash anybody anyway, you know. And you've got no comebacks on it, because you can complain all you want. A lot of people say I protest and this, that, the other, and they'll send a protest through to iRacing. It doesn't really do a lot. You'll get a slap on the hand note that comes through. I've never really seen anybody, and I've seen some people go properly to town, crashing into me when I'm standing still in that and just losing the rag. And you think, you know, you should get a ban for that, and they never ever get banned. So it's just a silly thing. You tend to get in the lower levels. A lot of people saying, no, you know, I'm going to protest you know, and this, that, and the other. But yeah, it doesn't really do a lot. The best way to do it is just keep out the way. If you think they look like the dodgy, and you'll get a message to say, you know, his RI rating isn't really quite as good as safety rating isn't as good as it should be, then just to be a little bit wary. They will dive into corners and things like that, and you just got to know what you're doing. It's self-preservation, really, more than anything else. That's the best way you can do it, I find. But yeah, if you're watching for the first time, by all means get on the chat and tell us you're watching. As I say, even if you're watching this later on, when it's been saved and you're on the YouTube, and I'll put it on later on when I figure out how to work it. I do apologise for the quality of it, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. There's better people than me to watch if you watch some iRacing and some quality. But you know, if you want to see somebody that's local, make a fool of yourself, this is the place you need to be. And as I say, if you just spread it about a little bit, get a like, get a subscribe on there, and then you'll be able to see anytime I'm on here. Click the bell as well, get your alerts. It'll tell you when I'm on, and you can actually watch the races as I do them, which is pretty much twice a day, every day. And at the weekends, I think I've just been invited to do the 24-hour Le Mans by somebody. So I don't know, I haven't got the details there yet of when I'll be in the car, or how many of us are going to be in the car. I would imagine it's like 4 drivers in the car, but I'll be able to keep you informed if you put the alert. So let's get on the grid. We are 10th on the grid here. Okay, so let's get on the grid, and what we'll do is, first thing I do is take that fuel down, so if we crash we'll not have extra time. We'll not have extra time filling the car with petrol and new tyres, which we don't need, because on this it's only 3 laps. You haven't really got time for that, and if you're going to crash, your car and your race is over anyway. So yeah, so yeah, thanks for Brett for his help so far as setting this up for us. It wasn't really working before, it was kept freezing and everything. I've implemented a couple of little things that he suggested, and it goes looking good at the moment. I hope the volume's okay. As I say, the talking won't be entertaining. Hopefully the driving is, and hopefully we get 3 smooth, uncomplicated laps. Would be nice. But here we go, down the Dottinger. This is the long straight before the end of the track. This is the warm up on here. Let's try and warm the tyres a little, just a little bit. We don't want to go over top. And we'll catch the cars up in front there. So we are 10th on the grid. Here's one to watch for. Red Bull livery, never a good sign. So there we go, nice and steady. Again, I don't mind losing a couple of places because you will get them back on the first. See, there's an idiot already crashing into the guy that went through on the inside there. So hopefully we'll see him in a bin somewhere. This is the bit here. Oh man. So we've got damage. These people they just send it like. It's not like pace that they've got. It's just a lot of people just don't care. And they'll push out the road or crash and they're not arsed. They're not bothered either way. So what we'll do is we'll get our head down. You can quite quickly see that going out the pits might be a better idea. So you get nudged off and all sorts of stuff like so. Let's just calm down. Let's get back in the swing of things and see if we can catch them and get some places back. Because there will be deaths, without a doubt. See, he's just wiped him out there completely. That was ridiculous. Oh, I'm not concentrating on. Well, not the stream we wanted. I don't get this car really more than anything else. Really don't. But let's see if we can make a little bit back up. I don't think we will, but we're relying on them crashing now. I think we've got damage for straight line speed as well. Just get there, try and back up the safety rating a little. Yeah, I think we've got damage, so we're not really going to be going anywhere fast. It isn't cornering like it should do, it's drifting far too much. And we'll not have any straight line speed. But we can still have a bit of fun. He made a mistake there. There's another one pulled back. Like I say, not the start we wanted at all. Far too slow up here. And the guys who started from the pits with no damage, they're just going to come piling past in a minute. Catching the car in front though, slowly. But the cars behind have got better cornering. They've got no damage. It's not drifting as much. They're much sharper. They're going to be on us like a flash. And they're going to be way by us on the straight, on the Dottinger, the long straight towards the end of the lap. Well, there's a long way to go yet. Lots of crashes can happen. Lots of freebies can be given. The guy in front must have damage as well because he's not getting away from us. Just try and break the toe a little bit. He's not getting much toe. Hopefully he'll not try and come back at us. See, he was just going to force his way through there regardless of what happened. If anyone was getting killed, he wasn't bothered. make him go on the outside. Wow, that was messy. Sometimes you got to take avoiding action and get onto the grass. It's not really what you want to do because you get points, but it's better than crashing and dying. We'll try and get early acceleration out here. Make the best of the straights. Now you say he put his nose in there. Shouldn't have been on there, like, definitely not. That's just down to experience, that, like. People will put their noses in places, it's just not going to happen. Never ever going to happen. And they just want to crush you off, or they're not bothered if they crush or not, they just go for it. So we're getting a few back. And we've definitely got the pace of Felix behind us here. And I think we've got the making of Christoph in front of us here. Definitely got the making of Christoph. Thank you, Christoph. And hopefully we can get past this guy Pedro in front of us before the straight, but he's blocking the corners. You can see that there. You see he went inside on the corner and again. He hasn't got the pace to stop us. He's got damage. Look at his back wheel. Real damage on this car in front. So we've got to be careful. But he's not going to get away from us on the Dottinger. He's doing well to hold on to the car, to be honest. Really don't know how he's not spinning out with that damage. Yeah, he's got nothing in a straight line. Gotta be careful with him drifting into us as well. We'll just leave him till the straight, and we'll get him on the straight. Yeah, you can see that wheel there, it's absolutely cobbled. So we'll get round here, and then we'll get him on the straight without a doubt. He's got nothing, and then hopefully we'll pick up the toe of the guy in front. Yeah, automatically it was straight behind him there now. Way past him. And hopefully we can pick the toe up of the guys in front. He's going to drop behind now, Pedro, without a doubt. Let's see if we're not really much draft for these. It's not really a very fast car, so you don't get much draft. But we're up to 17th now. Might be a little bit more. Catching these two in front now. Remember, this guy came stotting past and boshed us into the barriers, and it's just that first couple of corners that they can't really drive. They can't keep it up for the full 3 laps, and they just absolutely go crazy the first 3 corners. It's nuts, like. Pedro is behind us there now, but we know he's got damage, so we're going to be faster on corners and stuff. Certainly on this long straight here, he shouldn't really get much of a toe on us. It'll be interesting to see. We should pull away. There we go. So we're pulling away from Pedro there now. He's doing well to keep that car just on the track. Like, there's a lot of damage in that car. But it means he's not carrying a lot of speed into the corners, so he doesn't have to brake as much, and that's where he's helping himself out. Problem he's got is he can't come past us. He's got to try and get the inside to get any sort of pace advantage, and he can't do it. If I keep the inside, he's got no hope of getting us. And if we get a early exit, again, he hasn't really got an issue. He's doing well to hold on to it though, I must admit. Props for Pedro. He's going to miss out here because we're going to go up this straight shortly. And he's really going to lose out because I've got draft and he can't use it. So it's a case of bye-bye Pedro. And then the only way he's going to come back from this is if these are really slow me down, which is possible. Is it back up to 12th place now, and we've got absolutely mullered the first few corners. Some ridiculous driving went on. But let's see if these kill each other on here. That's always a personal possibility. See, straight on that corner there, because they're fighting, they can't all do it as quick as they possibly want to. Got to be careful. I knew he was cutting us off there. I knew he was cutting us off, so we'll just let him get out of it, because that was just going to be certain death there. Let's see if they kill each other here. He had to have a late entry, which wasn't ideal for him. And see, you can tell it's just really erratic driving when you sit behind them for a while. You've got to make sure it's the right place at the right time. Because if you don't, they will kill you. Just sit and bide your time, bit of patience. There's no way you can get through any of these. It really will just put you into trouble if you did. Doesn't look like any of them have any damage. I'm quite pleased we haven't got that much damage there. I thought we had more damage than we have by the looks of it. Certainly feels as if we're not quartering as tight. Certainly. But the straight line speed's there. This is the final lap now. What do we do? Here's the choice. You got 4 cars in front of you. They're going to go head to head for these last couple of corners. Somebody will die. I may well just sit back here, because I don't want to get involved in this horse shit that they get involved with. They've nearly killed each other now. So I don't know. Look at this. I may just back off here. Should I go for the middle? Bash up the middle! These will die. I can see it happening. I can't get by. So let's just take our time here. Up, up, up. There we go. There we go. I knew it would happen. So we got another place there. Just had to slow down so much to avoid it. And I called it. Somebody was going to die. I knew it was going to happen. But that's what happens. And as I say, we got taken over by Peterborough at the end. But there was no avoiding that. Like, there was absolutely no avoiding that. But that's my stream. And this is where I'm going to be at. If you've been on here and you like it, by all means, just subscribe on there. Hit the like button on the little thumb. And say if you put the little bell, it'll get the alerts for when I actually get organised and get it sorted out. But thanks for joining in. Thank you very much, Brett, for sitting there watching that debacle. But we came back a little bit redeemed. We're going to get green points, I think, more than anything else in there. And I'm going to go and sit and see if I can sort this out. Thank you very much for watching.